Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about interactive notebooks in health science. I'm Emma Carter, I'm the CTE preceptor, and I've been using interactive notebooks in my classroom for about 8 years now. First, I want to talk about the supplies that you need. One of the first things that you need is your yearly plan. This helps you to determine what type of sections, how many pages that you need in your interactive notebook. So ours, you always start with classroom procedures and think of all the things that you give as handouts in the beginning of the year. The syllabus, the lab expectations, the dress code policy, the cell phone policy. When we plan out our year, we use Dean Vaughn terminology and principles. So I know this has already changed already. There's 14 lessons, and I have 2 handouts per page. Per lesson, I'm sorry. So I need 28 pages just for that section. So my goal with a interactive notebook is a place for the kids to keep their notes, have always a piece of paper to write on, some colors, some foldables, and really create their own reference material. I'm going to talk about safety and infection control at the beginning of the year. And then a couple months later, I want to refer back to the chain of infection. I can say, okay, turn to page 22. Remember when we did the chain of infection? And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And we can really show how our units connect. Okay, so I've got my yearly plan. Next is the notebook. You have plenty of choices out there. This is a composition notebook. And this is what you usually see elementary school and middle school because the pages don't fall out. I really don't have a problem with the pages falling out with my students. So, and this is too small for me. The more they fold, the thicker it gets. And my goal every year is to use every page of the notebook. This is an example of a smaller spiral notebook. I use spirals. This is a small one. I used to use this when at Walmart had them for 10 cents, and I would buy one for every student. And it was really great because then I could hand them all out in a day. It was like the only school supply that I bought for my class. But at 10 cents a piece, $12 investment was worth it for me, for all the kids to start at the same time. Nobody could say, I forgot my notebook, or I didn't bring it, or my mom hasn't gone shopping yet. Okay, but these have gone up in price. I don't purchase those for my students anymore. Now I have my students on their school supply list. This is the only thing on their school supply list for my class. It's a 9 by 11 inch, one subject notebook, 100 pages, and it could be wide ruled or college ruled, whatever they prefer. It has a plastic cover, and it has a pocket on the inside, okay? 100 pages. As I mentioned, I like to try and use every page, so that gives me 200 pages to use. So plastic cover, that helps it from falling off. Pocket, they've got a place to keep loose papers until they glue them in. And what I like about this, it is the size of a normal sheet of paper. So when we do a handout, it lets me use all the paper that I can use for a regular handout, and then they just glue it right into their notebook. It works really well. If it's double-sided, I'll have them glue so they can flip to the back, or they can flip it up. Okay, but this is the size notebook that I like. In addition to the notebook, in my class, I have scissors and I have glue. I like good old white Elmer's glue. You'll see a lot of people using tape, staples, or glue sticks. I don't like glue sticks because I really try and use it throughout the year, and the glue stick pages fall out, but this will stay together all year. Plus, I will see them the next year in health science theory, and they'll have that notebook as reference material. So again, for the supplies, I've got scissors and glue. I keep those in the classroom. A one subject, 9 by 11, 100 pages, wide ruled or college ruled is fine. Plastic cover with a pocket, and it's so it fits one sheet of paper. And again, this sheet of paper is your yearly plan. That helps me decide how I'm going to plan out my notebook. All right, in the other videos, we're going to talk about other interactive notebook topics, and I will see you then.